Virtual Learning 8th Grade ELL with Mrs. Bryant. Recently, we've been talking a lot about what makes a complete sentence. Today, we're going to talk about what it's called when a sentence is not complete. Incomplete sentences are called fragments. A group of words missing a subject or a predicate is a fragment. It is an incomplete sentence. It could be missing a subject or missing a predicate. For example, shopping for a car tells us what is being done, but it doesn't tell us who's doing it. The complete sentence would need a subject, like, my dad was shopping for a car. Or a fragment could be missing a predicate. A lawn service tells us who or what might be doing something, but not what they're doing. This sentence needs a predicate. A lawn service came to trim our bushes. That tells us what the lawn service is doing. A complete sentence has a subject and a predicate. A sentence fragment is an incomplete sentence. This means it's missing one of those two parts. It may have a subject or a predicate, but not both. When it has both, it is a complete sentence and therefore not considered a fragment. In your packet, you will see that a fragment is a group of words that begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. It looks like a sentence, but it's not complete. A subject or a verb may be missing. For example, look at these fragments. Hears about a computer sale gives us a verb, but not a subject. Mom hears about a computer sale is a complete sentence. Are very cheap gives us a predicate, but no subject. We don't know what's cheap. The sentence is, the computers are very cheap. The deal, good. We know what we're talking about, a deal, and we know the detail that it's good, but we don't have a verb for the predicate. The deal sounds good would make it a sentence. Buys a new computer gives us an action and a detail for the predicate, but doesn't tell us who buys a new computer. We are missing the subject. It is a fragment. But if we include mom buys a new computer, then it is a complete sentence. Let's try it. Part A says, write whether each group of words is a fragment or a sentence. If it is a fragment, change it to a sentence by adding a subject or a verb. Number 1 says, Mom, the computer home. We have a subject and a detail, but no verb. So this is not a sentence, it is a fragment. If I'm going to rewrite this sentence, I am going to need to add a verb. I would change it to, Mom brings the computer home, adding the verb brings in order to make it a complete sentence. Pause the video, complete the exercises, and then press play to continue. Part B says underline the fragment, then add a subject or verb to the fragment. Write the new sentence on the line. Number 7, many people computers. They use computers in different ways. The fragment is many people computers. There is no verb. We have to add a verb to the fragment to make it a complete sentence. Many people have computers, or many people use computers. You may use any verb that makes sense in that sentence. Pause the video, complete those exercises, and then press play to continue the lesson. Write it. Part C says write a complete sentence to answer each question. Make sure your sentences have subjects and verbs. Remember when we used to use the race strategy and the first parts were restate and answer? That's what you're going to be doing with these questions. Make sure you use the words in the question to help you restate it and make it a complete sentence with a subject and a verb. Pause the video and answer questions 11 and 12. Then press play to continue. We are not going to complete part D. Please leave that part blank or cross it out in your packet. Bring your completed packet when we return to in-person classes.